everyone, and welcome back to another video. And this is my Caribbean holiday cooking video, and we are celebrating the Lent, or what you would call Easter season, or actually the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So for my menu, I will be cooking today stewed saltfish with boiled cassava or yuca, some boiled ripe plantain or semi-ripe plantains, and I will be having that also with some cornmeal coconut milk dumplings. I was gonna make straight coconut dumplings, but when I just checked my coconut, it had spoiled on me, so that's okay. The show still will be going on. So here in my pot, I have my what we would call back home saltfish or codfish or bacalao. And I had this soaking overnight, and I have it in this pot of water. I got up early this morning and I put it to boil. And I just tasted it to see if all the salt had come out of it. Well, you don't have to take out all the salt, but you need to take out at least most of it. So I'm testing it for the second time, and it's good. Perfect. Depending on where you might get your saltfish, you might have to, boil it 2 times after even soaking it overnight. But this is like the 3rd or the 4th time that I've had this bacalao from Western Beef in New York City, and it's always soak it overnight, 1 boil, and it's good to go. Even the ones that I buy in St. Martin, on the Dutch side, because St. Martin is half Dutch, half French. I was just speaking to my cousin because, like I said, back in the Caribbean, for Good Friday, we eat fish or a vegetarian dish. We do not consume anything that has blood in it. So here I have, like I was saying before, I have my codfish, and she said she bought a piece of codfish from the French side. So where she gets it from, she said she soaked it and she boiled it and it was still salt. So depending on where you get your codfish from, you might have to do a double boil. But before you do that, always make sure, check it. Once you have soaking it overnight and you have boiled it once, you go ahead and check it and see if it needs to be boiled again. If not, like in this case, we're done. So then we move forward to the next step. So I'll bring you back to the next step. So the next step from here is I'm going to go ahead and throw off that water, and I'm going to shred or flake the codfish or saltfish / bacalao. And I'll bring you back to show you what that looks like. Hey, welcome back everyone. Okay, and now I have gotten to basically the second step. So let me just show you what we got. So here is our codfish or our saltfish or bacalao, which has been deboned and it has been flaked. Okay, and here I have my vegetables or seasonings put together for what I'm gonna be using for my dish. Now you could use whatever type of seasonings you prefer to use. In the Caribbean, we cook with a lot of herbs and spices, so I got my plate loaded here. Okay, so let me start with what I have here. I have like 1/4 of a medium or 1/4 of a large white onion. I have 1/4 of a large purple onion. Here I also have 1/4 of red peppers or orange peppers, I'm sorry. 1/4 of green pepper. I have some chopped parsley, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and of course here I have fresh thyme. And I also have some dry bay leaf that I will be using. You could use whatever you want to use and put in yours. So I'm just going to go to the back real roughly and go through some of the other ingredients that I will be using in my dish. So here I have my tomato paste, which is, you could use ketchup too, but I prefer tomato paste because it helps to thicken the stew, as well as to me it has a better flavor. Okay, I have some coconut oil. I love to cook my fish in coconut oil. You could use olive, you could use canola, soy, whatever works for you, but today I will be using coconut oil. Here I got my Goya Sazon. All these is optional. I have, of course, my Goya adobe seasoning. One thing that I always have and love to cook with, turmeric. Very good. It's a lot of health benefits. A pinch of curry. In this bottle, even though it says, what does it say? It says whole peppercorns. It's not whole peppercorns. Actually, my cousin in New York, he has a garden. And he knows that I love oregano. So this thing was filled up with oregano, so I'm down to here. This is organic dried oregano. So I have to put in my order because I need more oregano. So that's oregano. I have a little bit cumin here. We have black pepper, cayenne, that's optional, and a little bit of sugar. Okay, just a little bit, nothing too much. And then that's it. So then I'm going to start assembling my pot, and then I'll bring you back to show you what that looks like. Okay, we're back, and our salt fish or codfish bacalao is finished. And man, just look how beautiful that looks. This is loaded with flavor from the herbs and the spices and the different vegetables and seasonings that went into it, and it tastes just so amazing. So I'm gonna go to finish off the rest of this dish.